Okay, my live stream is up. Live stream's up. Let's check here. Let me check my chat to see what pops up. Okay. Thank you. It is up, actually. So do me a favor and send this to... one moment. And you can send it through, either YouTube or Twitter. That's fine. Hang on. I'll go ahead and do it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Here it is. I want to have a better thumbnail though. I want the thumbnail to be Space Marine 1. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll get this resolved real quick. Here we go. Wow. Taking a bit longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. Saying it's a forbidden link. Wallpapers or something. There we go. I'm getting there. Alright. We're in business now. Your channel. No worries. Alright. Wait, I gotta go back to my dashboard. Alright, there we go.
Captain Titus, the Orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned Orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machine.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report!
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We are losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We'll find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer Jove returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the Orcs.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
Their spaceships look like cathedrals. Or some of them do.
kill!
If anyone's here, you can chat me. If hopefully it will show up in Restream.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading towards the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Thought I was switching to controller, however, it's probably better to, I don't know, I'm not sure. Sec. There we go.
Remain calm. Evacuate in orderly fashion. Public disturbances will not be tolerated. Access authorized. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
This way, boys! I'm gonna kill him first! The humans all alone! Captain!
Destroy them!
This way! They got no way out of there!
Used to different controls.
Smash those Space Marines! Kill the Space Marines! Explosives! Smash those Space Marines! Cannons of beats! Cannons of beats!
I think I'm going backwards.
Crush the Space Marines! Cannons of come and get you, Space Marines! Space Marines!
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong.
Smash those Space Marines!
Nothing, apparently.
Leandros. Are you wounded?
The Codex
They're called
states
orcs.
warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, Leandros.
Enemy sighted!
Make for the defense cannon, Captain?
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how. Keep firing! Keep firing!
Do you think their armor is more heavy than traditional armor? Well, yeah, it is. Definitely. You're not supposed to see my friends list, damn it.
wise guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you dead.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sidonus, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1,000,000 orcs, and they fight on.
Only one death.
No. Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs. I got to see a space marine before the end. God, Emperor. Watch over those who fight in your name.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Quotas must be met. Despite alien incursions, delinquency is an affront.
There he is.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the orc during our jump to the surface.
That was the orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Weapons authorization confirmed.
Through here.
Kill every last one of them! Humans to kill! Come and get her! Spice
Target that squig!
Dropship! There's too many of them! They never stop! Run through
Ship incoming!
Shoot those openings!
Oh!
Space Marines, thank you. We thought we were done for.
Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Space Marines.
Word from the second recce. Another horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the south. Graham Gretchen stuck a knife in Saul's throat 2 nights ago.
Scout report Sector 31 is completely bombed out. No survivors. Just bodies. Everywhere.
Reinforce their position. Hold the line.
You still there, Night Sky?
Stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Orc attack at Outpost Gamma.
Thank the Emperor. Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus, of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
Hey,
How
Root.
many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
Where are they all coming from?
Messing with the settings real quick of the live stream. I'm not recording, so I'm going to increase the bitrate a little bit in the stream if I'm able to. Stream output. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Here we go. There we go. Okay, we'll continue now.
Here comes another wave. Supply post 9, report your situation immediately. We found the source of the explosion, sir. The orcs blew up the fuel dump. Valkyrie 7, report in.
I'm alright, how are you?
Scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gate of the Manufactorum.
mic sounds like old fast food intercoms. How do I sound now? Do I sound the same? Oh, you mean in the game? That's because she was too far away and it was muffled. It wasn't a mic. It was in-game sound when I was walking away from the woman. Okay.
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech priest in sight.
The Orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery?
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
Cannons of bits! Barely felt that.
Weapons authorization confirmed. Access granted.
That's where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
I'm gonna check my keyframe interval. Because Restream's saying, you should check your keyframe interval. I don't even know what that is. I've seen it before. But if I can't change it while streaming, continuing to stream, then I can't change it. Okay, here we go. I'll do this. Keyframe interval 2. There we go. Okay. We'll continue. Still there, Root?
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
Will be turned away from medication facilities in sectors 29, 30, 34. Injured workers receive treatment.
Okay.
It's a fight now! Come and get me, Space Marine!
Orcs on the high ground.
Control stay getting used to.
Come and get me, Space Marine! Kill them, Space Marines! Get him on!
Alright, the environment seems a bit restrictive. I'm interested in the new game, Space Marine 2. They're taxing everyone though. In a way, it's very greedy. Where they're like, oh yes, basically pay the full price and then get the game on the day it doesn't release. If you have to pay extra to pay on the release day. It's called Advanced Assets.
Again! Shoot me again! Damn orcs! Kill this guy!
Battlefield log. Here we go.
Just get the ship out of orbit, pilot. Lieutenant Miller. The orcs cut off our reinforcements.
Damn it. I suggest we move the unit to a more defensible position, sir.
Do it! And make sure...
Space Marines! It's the Space Marines!
Middle mouse button is staying.
Not then!
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
The Space Marines!
must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield. Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area.
Oh, yes, that's interesting that you bring that up. I just saw the message. Sorry, I didn't see it till now. What Jesus is referring to is a reversal of order, of human arrangements, of social status, of power, I believe. And so, when you... I think that the suggestion here is that people who have rule on earth will be more like servants in heaven. Not that that's a bad thing, not by any means. But the he who is last on earth will be first in heaven. Along those lines. So someone who is king on earth presumably would be, I don't want to say peasant, but subject. Not we're all going to be ruling in some fashion, no exceptions. I don't think that. Well, I mean, I don't know, right? Because there's pretty bad people who repent, and they're going to be on the low end of the totem pole. But as a general thing, not related to good or evil, like someone who is good and is a king, and someone who is good and is a sort of a peasant, the roles may be reversed in all or many cases. That's what I believe Jesus is talking about.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
Just up down there, or are they up here? So I think it's up here.
Space Marines! Off charge!
Terrible way the workers in the vineyard all get some payment no matter how long they worked. Some producers say that Jewish earlier workers were Jewish people, but I'm not sure. I don't know what them being Jewish or not has to do with it per se. But yeah, like that's kind of I would have to look at the text for that. I know what you're referring to though.
Space Marines!
The earlier workers were Jewish people. That sounds like it's, I mean, Jewish or Gentile or whatever. I think that it's not specifically, like, related to... I don't think it's related to the body of Christ. I think it's related to ethics, basically. So, Gentile or not Gentile, I would have to look at it. I could be wrong.
Kill you for that! Time to die, humans! Space Marine! Time to die, you again! So be it! Space Marines! This way out, boys!
For the parable is meant to be... If depending on the arrangement of the text, first and last may be related to the two. I mean, again, I'd have to pull it up. I would have to pull up the text to see how it reads sequentially. But first and last, that does sort of apply. Like if you're right, because the frustration that the workers have is that a guy shows up late to work and he gets paid the same daily wage, and they legitimately put more work into it. TR Bibles have a few are chosen. The TR Textus Receptus. I like the Textus Receptus, but there's a bunch of Textus Receptuses, and I don't like to use later readings. Like fewer are chosen. Well, I think that's not just in the Textus Receptus though, but it doesn't mean what some people want it to mean though. It doesn't mean like, oh, it's only a few people are elect to heaven. That's not the intentions.
Here is the rock at last.
No room for that jump pack, Captain. That rock delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
I am a King James enjoyer.
When did humans get so big?
Yeah, I think so. There is one reading that I like in the TR, or at the very least one of the additions to the TR, is that the Lamb was slayed before or at the beginning of the world, in Revelation, which is almost certainly not original, but I wish it was, because that does actually influence our interpretation. It has cosmic implications, but I do not believe that is the original. It's like, I don't know, what, 14th century maybe? Manuscripts have that. Maybe earlier, but not apostolic.
Firing sequence in progress.
This fortress is swarming with orcs. Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Base Marine register. Access to experimental vengeance launcher granted.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
Yeah, it's a really interesting. It's a reading. It's a wrong reading. It's just a reading that I wish was true. I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. I believe it was the Lamb who was slain before the foundation of the world. If you look that up, you will find it. Maybe it's not in Revelation, but it is in the New Testament, in the King James Bible. Yeah, I am back. I thought the typical orc behavior was funny. But unrelated to the current conversation, just prior in the dialogue. Cold prunes are delicious. I do recommend cold prunes. Well, theoretically. The Because I'm a believer in carnivore diet. Alright.
Time to die!
By the way, is my mic working? Getting text messages that I need to check. And I think I left my phone. Nope, it's over here. Okay. Oh. I'll talk about that later. Let's check in the text message. Okay, excellent. I'm gonna sit here for a moment and just eat some more prunes because they're delicious. Maybe one of the better commentaries on Matthew is by John French, maybe. He wrote for Tyndale. Let me look up here, see. French. I'll type in the word French, see if I can find it. It's not Robert French. No. I think his name is France. Let's see here. R.T. France. R.T. France wrote a commentary on Matthew. He wrote a Tyndale commentary and a New Testament. There's Nicot and there's Nicot is New International Commentary on the Old Testament. So yeah, this is New International Commentary in the New Testament by R.T. France. Probably one of the best commentaries around, actually. And I'm sure his commentary, his Tyndale commentary, is going to be good too. Oh! Interesting. Well, I don't know why that's the case. But, yeah, I don't know why that would be the case, to be honest. It's not in the ESV. And, I can check out the translations, but I can't do it right now. Do you have access to the Lexham English Bible? I like to check the Lexham English Bible because it uses translations that are minority translations sometimes, minority readings. That's why I like it, because Lexham English Bible, L-E-B. Lexham. L-E-X-H-A-M.
Medicaid facilities.
I'll look it up. I can do it now. Give me a moment. I'm just trying to keep the crowd here involved. Do I want to go to... Yeah, no, I did 2 tabs here. Taking longer. Lexham English Bible, here we go. Revelation 13:8. Yeah, And all those who live on the earth will worship him. Everyone whose name is not written from the foundation of the world in the book of the life of the Lamb who was slaughtered. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. Yeah. That's fine. No worries. Alright, let me take a swig of my Wawa. Because Helen Keller was fake. The LEB, I recommend the LEB as a backup translation for anything. Any odd reading, look at the LEB. Because sometimes unpopular translations are the best are like a particular passage may often not be translated a particular way for reasons of tradition or maybe theological reasons, but sometimes an unpopular reading of a verse or translation of a verse might be the better one because it has explanatory power or it makes more immediate sense. For example, Revelation, where it says, the devil, a third of the stars were cast down from heaven. That's fine, it works, but it ought to say struck down from heaven. Because the devil didn't cast down stars. You can say cast, that still technically could work, and it's fine to leave it that way, but he's striking them down there. The dragon is literally driving the angels to earth. Like it's striking them down to the ground, because it's in Daniel 8 or something like that. I think it's in Daniel 8. It might be in Daniel 9 or something like that, but I think it's in Daniel 8. Where the great animals of the heavens are fighting each other. And that results in, let me check, I got a message again. I gotta get back to the game though. Let's see here. Okay, no worries, got a text message. Yes, absolutely. You know what I would say to you. Okay? Yes, just keep that in mind. Alright. Yeah, the Lamb who was slaughtered is G, but it's like the Lamb, not the Lamb who was slaughtered from the foundation of the world. That's not. I don't know any Greek. I know a little bit of Hebrew, but I don't know any Greek. But that's not. I have tools that I could look into, and I would be able to determine one way or the other.
Lockdown in effect.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Releasing safeguards. Remember that we honor the restored by
I guess they must have added a feature that lets you edit messages in maybe Twitter DMs.
Shell storage is below.
Another place to look would be Matthew 19, toward the end of it,
Access restricted to upper
where it
deck.
says the Son of Man rules. He will refer to the renewal of the world, which is more clear than just the renewal that you have in the ESV.
Time to die, humans! It's a fight now! Space Marine! Smash those Space Marines! Cannons of limits! Crush the Space Marines!
Here's Squigglers. Shit!
Orcs.
It's a snake!
Here, Captain. We need to get the shell into that loader.
There. I will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
Got some big boy power armor muscles here.
All loaded.
With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sidonus. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Search if you can the book of the letter to the Hebrews, and have it where it says worlds. It'll say by faith we know, like it'll say God created the worlds instead of world, because grammatically in Greek it says it could be read as world, but grammatically I think it is actually plural, or the universe. It'll say universe, maybe. Yeah. Hebrews 11. By faith we know that the universe was created, basically. It'll say the worlds, I think, in LEB versus ESV. Which I think is probably a correct translation. Hebrews might maybe have the Greek cosmos in mind. Paul probably did. At least Hellenistic Jews, and probably non-Hellenistic Jews too, probably were influenced by the Greek cosmos theory, which is that there's the 7 spheres. up to Saturn. Like, Greek, well, when I say Greek cosmology, right, at the very least, some Greek cosmology, the cosmology of Paul's day, had believed that did not believe in a flat Earth. They thought of the Earth as a sphere among like 6 other spheres.
This is not a drill.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wow, the KGV has worlds. That's pretty based. That's Chad. KGV. Chat, KGV. More like Chad JV. Okay, KJV. But yeah, that's a Chad move by the Calvinist translators of that great translation, King James. Yeah. Worlds, I think, is probably better. And I think that because it's possible linguistically, and I think that because of historical context, that they have in their mind the 7 spheres, or the 7 worlds, or whatever, which is the solar system, by the way. So I think like Paul or Luke, probably not Paul, probably Luke or maybe Barnabas or Apollos had that in mind. Like, the whole thing is like Hellenized Judaism is like, it's not totally baseless as a category, but it's kind of like semi BS because the like, everything had already been Hellenized. Everyone had already been influenced by Greek language and culture, and that includes the heart of Judea as well. There was Greek writings found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. Not as common as Aramaic and Hebrew, but there were still Greek writings there, and there's Greek writings that we didn't discover that were lost, that have rotted away or disappeared, as well. Jesus spoke Greek, okay, and I would cite in defense of that claim. I don't have the verse. I'm sorry. I wish I had it on mine. If my friend was with me right now, he could tell me. But Jesus used the word nymph or nympha, in a way that is specifically used in the Septuagint, but not used normally outside of that in Greek, for a particular, like, female relative meaning, something like along those lines. It's been a while since I've looked into this, but nympha or nymph was used in a way that it was used in the Septuagint, which means Jesus is quoting the Septuagint, and probably using Greek in a way Jews living in Judea, or just Jews in general, probably diaspora Jews, would use Greek. Paul, in fact, cites the New Testament, cites the Old Testament like 60% plus of the time. It's citing the Septuagint translation, or at least a variant of the Septuagint, because there are variant manuscripts. Sometimes it changes. There are variant, like, sometimes it will change like sons of gods to sons of angels or things like that. Sometimes it doesn't. There are variants that will say gods instead of angels. Same difference, really. Not really any difference technically of the meaning. Basically the New Testament sometimes oversimplifies Old Testament language in Greek. Like use of the word angels and demons and things like that. Well, maybe not demons, but at least angels. Basically, at least angels. The word angels. The oversimplification of the using angels or Elohim or Elohim or something. When it's referring to divine beings that God created himself. Yeah, they do quote the Hebrew as well, just not as often. Big boy guns. Alright, let's go do some battle. There are also allusions to Apocrypha, to Second Temple writings, I think, as well. So. I'll look at that in a bit. Stuff like the number of people that came with Jacob to Egypt. There was a difference between the two? Is that what you're saying?
Space Marines to kill! Takes more than that to kill an orc!
I actually...
Chopper's coming for you, Kieran!
Okay. Interesting. Jesus talks about being a mother hen. This from... Are you talking about New Testament quotation, or you're talking about that, right? You're not talking about, like, later forgeries, because some there are legends that were passed around about Jesus, which may or may not have truth to them. We don't know. Like Jesus supposedly making clay and then turning them into birds. That doesn't seem terribly doctrinally problematic to me. And that's preserved in both heretical and non-heretical post-biblical, post-New Testament writings. There's heretical Gnostic writings that have that in there. There's also at least trying to be Orthodox texts as well that are Apocrypha, that are not off the wall, but also mention that. But the Torah translation, the Pentateuch, 5 books, should be tighter to the Hebrew. The translation of outside of the Torah is looser than in fact. I don't know if it was. I think it was Gamaliel. Not necessarily the best thing to quote, but there are rabbinic sources which refer to Gamaliel that show that Gamaliel believed that the Greek Torah had equal weight. That suggested that Gamaliel thought that the Greek Old Testament, the Greek Torah specifically, not necessarily. At least the Torah he thought in Greek was equally authoritative to the Hebrew version of the Torah. But that may not apply to the rest. It only referred to the Torah and not the rest of it. So it may exclude the rest of the Old Testament. But yeah, the hen. You can DM me, by the way, if you want about that. I'd be interested in because I have to look it up or whatever. battle.
Gun firing.
There, the secondary lift.
Find cover, you lot!
Authorization at Stardate Ultra. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Control. You interfere and hit control or left control. Man, too many buttons.
Firing now.
Space Marine! Space Marine!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Firing sequence in progress.
Behind something!
Humans to kill! Come and get me, Space Marine!
Artillery down.
Incoming!
Shell loaded.
Enemy sighted!
Firing now.
Serve the Emperor today.
Damn.
Tomorrow, you may be dead.
That did not go as planned.
You and the Ark boys!
Authorization at Stardate Ultra. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Emperor. Emperor.
Firing sequence in progress.
Space Marines!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Firing now.
Incoming fire! Incoming.
Smash those
This swing's gonna blow.
Stand clear.
Enemy sighted.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Okay, this is a little more difficult to spot than I expected it to be. Kind of losing track of what's going on.
Authorization of Starfleet Ultra. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
I could try grenade launcher, right? I'm just not used to these controls, and I haven't played this game in like,
Reloading.
oh man.
Space Marines!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Gun firing.
Space Marines!
Gun
Incoming
firing.
fire.
3, 2, 1.
It's gonna blow!
Incoming.
This swing's gonna blow.
Space Marines! Smash those Space Marines!
Clear.
Crap.
Enemy sighted.
Never forget, never forgive.
I'm not sure if this is an arbitrary difficulty spike or not. Definitely not good at the game, that's for sure. Like, I am not good at the game. The controls are awkward. They work. They're awkward.
Authorization of Starfleet. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Was watching a video but took me your hi, dubious snake. How you be? There we go. It's number 2 then. The bolter's number 2.
Artillery shell moving into position.
Space Marines!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Artillery shell
This is
moving
the hard
into
part.
position.
Incoming fire.
If I could take these guys down, it would be a lot easier.
Reset for firing.
Get hit by
Incoming.
grenades.
Reloading.
his currency. Spend it well.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to have you around, Dubious Snake. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it past this tonight. I mean, I can't believe how bad I'm doing. I'm somewhat of a fan of Warhammer 40K. I used to be when I was in middle school. And I'm kind of growing a liking to it again. Because YouTube videos have successfully gaslit me into becoming a fan. So.
Firing now.
I beat this game a long time ago. It's so long. I wasn't interested in 40K that much back then. I just liked the game, but I'm interested much more in it now.
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
My friends play Darktide, actually, a lot. I do not play Darktide though. I don't have the game. And I don't know, it feels like Left 4 Dead.
Incoming fire.
Gun firing.
Shoot those omens! Takes more than that!
Incoming.
Priming gun factor.
Survive. Oh, dang! It is hard. I've seen them play. I've watched them play it a lot, actually. Not recently, but many times. I'm getting text messages here that I need to check it because they're piling up. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the link, Root, by the way. Root's on Twitter right now. No telling what abominations might show up. Yeah, there's lots of those abominations. I was playing Helldivers, which I liked, and I don't like video games very much, to be honest. I know it sounds funny. I used to. I'm 35 now, and with horror, like I was kind of actually pumped for a game called Unicorn Overlord because I like Ogre Battle. Well, unfortunately, it uses a gambit system, which is like Final Fantasy 12, and it's way too complicated. I don't want to learn it. Like, I feel like an old man. But, apparently Helldivers is being made bad. I was playing Helldivers with friends, but they keep applying patches which are messing up the balance and doing stupid things.
Reloading.
In general, I don't like multiplayer games. I like co-op games more than multiplayer games, so I guess Darktide would count as co-op, basically. It's both, but it's co-op.
Gun firing in 3.
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Problem is, like, this really doesn't feel like a well-designed map. This area.
Stand clear.
Honestly, it's doing badly. Like, the developers are messing it up, and it may not survive.
Incoming fire.
Stand clear.
Shoot those omens!
Incoming.
This swing's gonna blow!
Shoot me again!
Artillery shell moving in.
cave from developers carried to the massive heretics. Agreed. Well, not. I mean, I have more stipulations than that, but I agree with you on that.
Space Marines!
Video games have been trash. Like everything's being trash. It's because we live in trash world. It's a long story, but maybe like 2 centuries of nonsense have led to modern trash worlds. I think. Oh, but that's another long story. Dang. I think I remember this part being hard when I played the game, and I'm playing it on normal. I'm not playing it in hard mode. It just feels like this area could be designed a bit better. There should be more cover, you know?
Firing now.
Space Marines! Space Marines!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Alright, I'm not gonna look at the screen. I'm gonna ignore chat. I'll see it, but I'm gonna ignore it till I'm done fighting.
Incoming fire.
Keep clear.
Yeah, dang. I can't, there's literally no cover.
Incoming. Enemy sighted.
Oh, dang! I did better that time. I did better. Oh, man, I wish there was a checkpoint.
Authorization and Stargate Alpha. The Emperor be with you, Space Marine.
Oh. This is an old channel, basically, that I've repurposed. Most of what I do is related to religion, philosophy, and things like that. But, I had projects that were related to religion and philosophy as it relates to video games, but they all got derailed. Checkpoints in Warhammer games is a gray area. I mean, I'm not really thinking about Warhammer per se in terms of the way that the checkpoints work. I don't know if it's like, if that's like not what you're supposed to do. That's not hardcore enough. Maybe, I don't know. It's an older game. It's from 2011.
Kill the Space Marines! Space Marines!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader.
They were like
I will
adding
cover
what?
Reloading.
Female Space Marine nonsense, right? It's like, don't you have Sisters of Battle, who kind of somewhat fill that role already. Not entirely, I suppose. I did not. I played it years later.
Reloading.
But I did play it, like, maybe, I don't know, 2013 maybe? A little bit later.
Incoming.
Damn, bro. Damn, no! Okay, so I'm not immune to damage. I can heal myself, but then when I directly attack the squiggles, I get nuked. Growing up into adult, I always tend to gravitate toward oak experiences. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, that's similar for me too. I think that's a psychological thing that just happens. I mean, I don't know how old you are. You don't have to tell me. That's fine. But I think that's like an actual documented phenomena, especially with music, where it's like, and I like literally. There's a band called Shinedown that I used to like. I will on occasion go back and listen to them, but mostly just their first 2 albums, because that's what I was used to. And I don't even like really almost any regular music. I like soundtracks. I like classical music. I like synthwave and electronic music. Basically, traditional music and non-traditional music without lyrics. For the most part. And it's like, but I will listen to certain things like Shinedown and the Birthday Massacre. Don't laugh at me, okay? I am a fan of the Birthday Massacre. Not necessarily all their lyrics, but the music sounds really good. Lately I've been trying to heal my body with classical music. I'll try to play seriously soon. Classical music, Brahms, Felix Mendelssohn, Bach, a lot of Bach. I haven't listened to much Mozart lately. I usually listen to Mozart, but I'm trying to expand out. So, yeah, Brahms, Felix Mendelssohn, and Bach, and there was others. Vivaldi. But yeah, it's amazing. Like, classical music is complex. It's amazing to listen to it. It's like, wow, when you listen to modern music, it's lazy. It really is like, it feels like I'm being lazy when I listen to that. Because you have like 30-minute pieces that are highly complex compositions. They sound really good, and they're pleasing, but they take like, it's almost like classical music, it just sort of flows from, I don't know, I don't say something spiritual, but something that is not commercial, if that makes sense. Something that is emotional and not commercial, not atomized, not based on, here's the formula that our researchers have figured out tickles the human ear. We're able to sort of do this. Rather, it's sort of like, it means something, which makes it more complex and makes it something that is, I guess you could say, harder to listen to. But it's only harder to listen to because we're used to oversimplified music today. Alright. Yeah, I am gonna try to beat this.
Firing sequence in progress.
Space Marines!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of
When I go up there,
Then
I
we put
can't.
it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
I genuinely believe this level was not designed properly. I genuinely believe that. I wish I could kill the little orc. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I agree. It certainly doesn't feel like you a lot of the time. And they're all a bunch of incoming, you know. Like P. Diddy. Unbelievable. Awful stuff goes on in the industry.
excited. Hold the line.
For yourself.
For knowledge, Warhammer level. Oh, you mean this game specifically? I thought you meant Warhammer as a franchise. Understood. Yeah, and it's... I think the new game will be... I personally think this game probably has a design flaw. I mean, I'm a noob, right? I'm not... That's true. But this particular area does look like it's not designed well to me. It just gives me that the vibes of janky old school. I mean, it's 2011, long time ago. And this is a licensed game, and sometimes licensed games don't end up doing that. Yeah, it's. Thing is, nothing has spiked this way, the difficulty. This is a difficulty spike. And difficulty spikes are generally evidence of bad design. See, I got marksman mode. That's what it wants me to use, but I don't understand what that means. No. If marksman mode means going into pressing T, yeah, very often. It's not as bad. Well, games are worse because of evil ultra corporation investment firms that control half the world's money. That's a reason, but it's also like there are in theory some improvements. You know, like a lot of times a lot of games have difficulty that are not fully intended because the games have design problems. Like maybe an example of that might be The Hobbit on the GameCube, maybe.
Priming gun battery.
Space Marine!
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
I have played 40K tabletop. It was 3rd edition, actually. I think I played 2nd edition once, briefly, but the rest was 3rd edition.
Incoming fire.
My biggest problem are those jerks up there.
Incoming.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Number one problem is the Swigglies. Number two problem is the guys at top who are hard to hit. And my allies are retarded. They're designed to be retarded. I understand that, but they are retarded, and I wish they weren't. Anyways. Oof, yeah, this is...
When did humans get so big?
I think I remember this back in the day. I'm not sure what strategy I should be adopting, because it's telling me I should use the marksman thing, right? And I should. I'm using a mouse and keyboard. Maybe I should be using a controller. I have a controller. I don't know. I have a silly question. Do you like cold prunes? Just take some prunes and throw them in the fridge. To me, it's basically zero effort candy. Except it's not candy, so it's not as bad. It's very sugary, though, which isn't good. But I've got organic prunes here by Sprouts Farmers Market. I don't know if there's any of those, if a Sprouts is in your area or not, but alright. Yeah. Is there a way? I don't think there is. I don't think you can change the difficulty. I know it'd be cheesing it to do that. That would be cheesy. No. I'm stuck with normal. Losing a lot is a good way to get people to get bored.
Priming gun battery.
That's what I'm doing.
The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back.
I guess I'll try the
Leandros,
Stalker Bolt.
Get the shell into that loader.
Priming
I will cover
gun
you.
battery.
I guess I'll do that to try to kill them. Maybe they don't respawn. If I can just get rid of them, maybe I can win.
Enemies of man
Incoming fire.
Priming gun battery.
They're not kidding when they say this is useful.
Incoming.
Yeah, it's a power-up mode, so okay.
Firing now.
They just keep respawning. See, this is badly designed, in my opinion.
Enemy sighted.
Well, GG. What I need is that NPC invincibility. It's really late. I'm thinking about bailing, to be honest. I don't know. I will be doing things like this again. I have 2 Final Fantasy streams. The second one's pretty lame, to be honest. Almost no activity with anyone in there, and more technical problems. I had a lot of technical problems in the first one, but I had some conversations on there. I don't know if you're religious or not, but they are going to be heavily religion-oriented and history-oriented, too. It's talking about some historical issues with Rome, Roman Church, and the Eastern Church. Things like that I think are interesting. But, yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like a noob. I heard bolt gun. I've seen good things about bolt gun, even though it's kind of a budgety game. I don't know why they can't make why can't they make, like, instead of Star Wars Battlefront, right? 40K Battlefront. Not by Sega.
Priming gun
They should do that.
Space
And not make just like Dark Tide, like Left 4 Dead clones.
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Maybe I'm supposed to be killing enemies super quickly and then, like, upgrading my health. Increasing my health that way.
Incoming fire.
Show them fury.
Reset for firing.
They'll just stay dead. That would be very helpful if I could. I think I got him. Thank you. Take it easy. Good luck. Take it easy.
Firing sequence. Artillery now moving in.
Hold the line.
Firing sequence.
Got him. Got him. Thank you.
Firing sequence in progress.
Place, Better have seen this fortress detonate outside.
Reloading.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Severe structural damage.
Here we go. We made it. We're gonna make it. Oh, darn, Root. Take it easy. I'm sorry, I didn't see, man. Oh, you just said that. Okay. Take it easy, man.
The guardsmen will get their supplies now.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andres habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the Orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
Leg it!
Okay, we're back. Let's see here.
Now that bridge is a testament to the might of the Imperium.
The Adeptus Mechanicus are masterful architects.
Their work outlived all of them.
What in Quilliman's name is that?
Nothing.
Did the Lieutenant not say these tracks went to the complex housing the Titans?
That thing is a battering ram.
Now to stop this ram. Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough. Miscellaneous, time to impact.
Less than 4 minutes.
We need to deal with that dropship. Multiplier cannot be.
These trains have no defense turrets.
Cover me while I get to that weapon.
Time to die! More humans!
Shit. Stop shooting at me.
And
Oh,
we shall know
damn.
no fear. Stamp them out.
How is he still hitting me?
The blood of martyrs is the seed of the Imperium.
Well, there you go. There you go. What's nice is that there actually is a checkpoint finally. That is nice, to be fair. I'm not sure if Twitter's working. Twitter chat's working, to be honest. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. It feels like I should keep fighting. Even though I'm really tired. I can't heal myself. I keep trying to heal myself. I press T. Nothing. Oh, GG. The problem that I'm having is I can't heal myself without dropping the gun. Got him. Part 2, The Inquisitor.
The Manufactorum still holds.
Some Imperial Guard units made it here after all.
They cannot hold for long. We must hurry.
What is that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition. Interesting.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufactorum Majakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off. But now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands. Or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time. I was nearly ready.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the Orcs do. Keep moving. Remain alert.
Serve the machine god by joining corpse removal crews at your designated evacuation center.
Captain, look! The Orcs must be operating that crane.
They will not stop until they break through that gate.
We must disable that crane. Never forget, never forgive.
Alright guys. It's been fun. I'm gonna call it a night. I may continue this tomorrow, I'm not sure. Take it easy.